The Night Agent is great, but Netflix's best Reacher replacement is its upcoming adaptation of this 28-year-old crime novel series. Streaming platforms are in a perpetual race to capture the attention of viewers with adrenaline-fueled thrillers, and Netflix has been leading the charge. In recent months, The Night Agent has proven that audiences are hungry for smart, suspenseful, and fast-paced espionage dramas. The show's clever plotting, high-stakes scenarios, and intense pacing have earned it a place among the top-tier political thrillers in recent memory. Yet, while it's been a smashing success for fans of the hard-hitting, lone wolf-style heroics popularized by Reacher, Netflix is cooking up something even more tantalizing. This isn't just another crime drama. It's an adaptation of a 28-year-old crime novel series that has quietly amassed a cult following and has all the ingredients to become the ultimate modern replacement for Reacher. Why The Night Agent sets the stage. Before diving into Netflix's next big thing, it's worth understanding why The Night Agent resonated with audiences so strongly. Based on Matthew Quirk's 2019 novel, the series follows FBI agent Peter Sutherland, who finds himself entangled in a massive conspiracy when he answers a call from a desperate informant in the basement of the White House. The show thrives on tension, clever plot twists, and the protagonist's resourcefulness in situations that feel both personal and monumental. The success of The Night Agent lies in its ability to blend classic spy thriller elements with modern streaming sensibilities. It delivers fast pacing suitable for binge watching while still allowing for moments of character depth. Viewers get to experience the meticulous unraveling of conspiracies, the rush of chase sequences, and the quiet intelligence of an operative navigating a dangerous world. It's smart, it's gripping, and it's exactly what audiences have been craving since shows like Jack Ryan and Reacher first debuted. Yet, while The Night Agent excels in the espionage space, there's a niche it only partially fills: the lone, imposing, almost mythic figure of a man who cuts through crime with brutal efficiency. Enter Netflix's next project, an adaptation of a crime novel series that first appeared in bookstores nearly 3 decades ago and has been quietly influencing crime fiction ever since. Introducing the series, a 28-year-old classic. The series in question is the iconic work of author Don Pendleton, who created the Mac Bolan, the Executioner novels in 1969, with later successors carrying the franchise well into the 1990s. While the original series is older than most modern viewers might expect, its relevance has only grown with the rise of gritty, morally complex protagonists in contemporary media. The novels follow Mac Bolan, a Vietnam War veteran turned vigilante, who wages a one-man war against organized crime. The stories are grounded, muscular, and unafraid to depict the dark underbelly of American cities. Pendleton's work is thrilling not just for its action sequences, but for the way it blends procedural detail with a character who embodies both raw physicality and sharp intelligence. Mac Bolan is not a superhero. He's a man with a personal code, a relentless drive, and a willingness to confront evil in its purest form. That combination of grit, brains, and moral clarity has made the series a perfect blueprint for a streaming adaptation aimed at viewers who love the lean, unstoppable efficiency of Jack Reacher. Why Netflix chose this moment? Netflix has been strategically expanding its portfolio of thrillers and action dramas, recognizing the gap left by shows like Reacher and Jack Ryan, which, while popular, are often constrained by network or platform-specific limitations. With The Night Agent, Netflix captured audiences' attention with intrigue and intelligence, but it's clear that the next step involves a darker, more visceral approach, something that delivers not just suspense, but the visceral satisfaction of seeing a lone hero systematically dismantle a corrupt system. Adapting Pendleton's novels now makes sense for several reasons. First, streaming audiences have matured. They crave complexity, morally ambiguous characters, and plots that reflect real-world stakes. Second, the legacy of these novels provides a built-in fan base that has been waiting decades for a cinematic or episodic treatment worthy of the source material. And finally, the rise of bingeable serialized thrillers has created the perfect environment for a long-running adaptation that can explore multiple arcs, villains, and subplots in a way traditional TV couldn't in the 1990s. What makes this adaptation different? Unlike previous attempts to bring Bold to the screen, Netflix's adaptation is reportedly taking a modern approach without sacrificing the core elements that made the novels beloved. Early reports suggest that the series will lean into realism, focusing on tactical intelligence, psychological tension, and the moral complexity of vigilantism. Where earlier adaptations sometimes veered into over-the-top action or dated tropes, the Netflix version aims to create a grounded, cinematic experience that feels both current and timeless. The casting will be crucial. While Reacher has been famously tied to the image of Alan Ritchson's imposing physicality, Mac Bolan is similarly defined by his presence. He's a man who commands a room not through words, but through a combination of reputation, skill, and quiet intensity. Netflix is reportedly seeking an actor who can balance raw physicality with nuanced emotional depth, a challenging combination, but one that could redefine what viewers expect from a modern crime action hero. Moreover, the adaptation will embrace serialized storytelling while allowing individual episodes to function almost as mini-movies. This means viewers can enjoy both long-term narrative satisfaction and immediate, pulse-pounding excitement. From carefully plotted assassinations to tense negotiations with criminal masterminds, the show is poised to deliver a richer, more layered experience than anything else currently on streaming. The appeal to modern audiences, what sets Pendleton's work apart, and why it's likely to succeed on Netflix is its timeless appeal. The novels combine elements that resonate strongly with today's viewers. 1. Relentless action. Modern thrillers often rely on CGI-heavy sequences that can feel artificial. Boland's battles are described with gritty realism that feels tangible, making each confrontation more satisfying. 2. Moral complexity. Audiences today are drawn to anti-heroes who challenge traditional notions of right and wrong. Boland is the quintessential anti-hero, operating outside the law but adhering to a personal code of ethics. 3. Cultural relevance. Although written decades ago, the novels deal with organized crime, political corruption, and societal decay, themes that remain highly relevant in the current cultural landscape. 4. Character-driven storytelling. While the action is a highlight, the novels are equally about Mac Bolan's internal struggles. This focus on character depth ensures that viewers will invest emotionally, rather than simply watching for spectacle. Potential challenges and opportunities. Adapting a decades-old novel series isn't without challenges. One risk is that the material could feel dated if modern sensibilities around diversity, representation, and political context aren't carefully integrated. Netflix will need to respect the source material while updating it to resonate with contemporary audiences. This includes nuanced portrayals of supporting characters, thoughtful engagement with social issues, and maintaining the integrity of Boland's vigilante ethos without veering into gratuitous violence. On a